So the next question is, what really happened? Why? If I qualify, if I attach the documents correctly, then what happened? So it all boils down to sa pagka-delay na mo sa among flight sa Philippines back when we went home. Not a lot of you knows nga we went home in the Philippines January 2026 and then we went back February. So kasagsagan ng bagyo sa Pinas. Oh, di pa Tagalog. Kasagsagan ng bagyo sa Pinas. And then what happened to us, we booked early from Southern Leyte to Cebu, like 3 days early, we booked an Airbnb to Cebu kay we have to pick up our kids' passport kay we needed to renew na. Kay there was only 2 years left for their passport and then our new permit will give us 3 years. So it will, kung unsa raman ang validity sa imong passport is mao ra ihatag sa visa officer. So we need to make sure nga we have to renew it just so they'll get the full 3 years as well, just like me and my husband. So we needed to renew it, and then our mistake was that we did not pick it up because we were confident nga if we are gonna pick it up before our flight, it's gonna be okay. Okay. Again, we booked 3 days before our flight to Cebu. Then again, life happens every time. So what happened is when we were already at the boat service going to Cebu, the trip was canceled. So it was so stressful kay na sakay na among tanang malita dito sa boat service and we were told nga dili di ay pwede mo pabiyahe tungod sa Baguio. So and then almost 3 days went by nga wa jud sa biyahe. So what happened is I didn't know as well nga because I thought since canceled ang mga barko then canceled po ang plane. So it was stressful for me. I thought madak-an ko sa rebooking, but then God is good. We were able to book a flight from Tacloban to Cebu. Even if it was so expensive, like for those that can relate, same day booking, it's expensive, especially kay lima mi kabuok and then we have luggages, we had to pay more for the luggages, but that's okay as long as we were able to catch our flight on time. And again, we were unable to claim the kids' passport is because pinangadto pa ko sa pinangadto pa ko sa mall nga wa gyud ko undan kanang like grabe ka floating ang akong utok. So I went to Robinsons Mall. It's where the DFA site is. So I went to the Robinsons Mall. I asked the security guard and I was like, is the DFA open already? Kay ang among flight to Taiwan was 12 p.m. and then we arrived in Cebu like 8 a.m. So I was like, oh my God, I can still do it. I still have time. So diretso ko og sa mall, diretso ko sa site. So I asked the guard politely kung open na ba, and then dito na reveal nga sabado man di nagtanga-tanga ra jud si ate kay ang kalutaw ka adjug utok. Story short, we were unable to get the kids passport. So abot namin Canada, and then since we are in Canada, there is a process that we need to follow kung unsaon pagkuha, like if there is a representative there that's gonna claim the passport on my behalf, on our behalf. So I had to go file for papers that I needed to do. So need ko mo adto og attorney, need ko mo adto sa Philippine Consulate dire. So it took some time and di man pud siya ma-process on the same day. So it will take another week for them to be able to process it. Once na-process na siya, then I sent the documents to the Philippines and it takes some time as well. Since expiring na ang among permits, so we needed to apply for a new one already bisag wa pa ang passport sa mga bata. So gisugal naman jud na like I needed to apply na, and then I'll just try to send web forms. Web forms are the request that you send documents and follow up of the application. So there. And then, akong gibag-o-bag-o ang mga documents when passing documents just so everything is in place. So we usually put in a table of contents on what are the documents are. So table of contents and then how the documents are arranged. Since I decided the last minute nga na naman i-send ang application even if wa ang new passport sa mga bata, then I need to redo some of the documents, especially the table of contents kay akong gipang insert dito nga please check web form para sa new passport sa mga bata. I put it in every table of contents just so the visa officer can see it. So binhin na. Eventually what happened, I was surprised kanong na-refuse ko nga I do have the reason of the refusal actually because they said I didn't have the CELPIP, the language test, but I did have. It's just that ang aho rang na-attach, since akong gibag-o-bag-o, ang aho rang na-attach is ang aho rang table of contents. There were no documents that were attached, just the table of contents. So the good thing though is hopefully the visa officer understood nga I do have the document, it's just that I failed to attach it. So what happened is ang aho rang application ang na-refused, and then wa na labtan ang kang Dimas og sa mga bata. So when we sent the application, they had 1 year of extension. Kang Dimas is 1 year and then ako is 6 months. Hopefully nakasabot jud ang visa officer nga it's an honest mistake nga wa jud na ako na-attach. So it's still good kay si Dimas makatrabaho maghapon sa since there's no decision made in his application yet. So it's as if like wa sila nalabtan, only me. And the good thing is the effect of the refusal for me is that wala ko'y status diri sa Canada and I cannot work anymore. So I need to apply for a restoration within 90 days of the refusal. So I still have time since there are two ways, the restoration and the reconsideration. So I applied for the reconsideration first. That will allow me to hopefully reverse the refusal and I won't have to apply for restoration kay goods raman ang permit. But then if dili gani ma-approve ang reconsideration within 90 days or within less than 90 days, then I need to apply for the restoration. So the restoration is gonna cost me another 240 plus Canadian dollars. That's okay. That's part of the process. That's part of life. The costs and the expenses. For us, it didn't have huge effect because for me, wa man ko'y trabaho dire. Again, it didn't have a lot of effect on us at this point, but hoping na ma-resolve siya as soon as possible, especially for me kay aron di na ako mag-apply og restoration. So kay maoning ako kay DIY raman lagi. So since it's a DIY, I do everything by myself, the documents, the application and everything else. So I forgave myself already for the mistake kay it's really a lot. From the application to attaching the documents, it's really a lot. So some people even pay for that, diba? So again, I forgive myself. I forgive yourself. I forgive you. And yeah, I hope that helps. Thank you so much for all those that sent their genuine concern. I appreciate all of you and all the advices that were sent as well. So I appreciate the love. Thank you so much. And again, I hope you learned something from me. And if you do, then hit follow and we'll talk more about Canada, about virtual assistants, working from home, and everything about life in general. Till next time.